Hello, this is Vulturefire, and this is part 2. And I'm realizing now, as I start this, that at the end of the last video I said like, oh man, if you watch this, you may be a cliffhanger on whether or not I die in the Night Stalker fight, but of course, it's labeled part 1, so that's not much of a cliffhanger. There's part 1, there's probably a part 2. And this is it. So, we just got done beating Night Stalker. Our goal is to do the rest of the run this video. And this fight does have 2 idols, but should be relatively easy compared to Night Stalker. Going to be very embarrassing if this fight just smashes me after beating Night Stalker. Might as well get that frost out. Tons of Fortress, because Endurance Plus, this thing already naturally starts with Fortress, so... Fortunately, raw damage is not most of what we're doing. Huh, just getting 4x4 there. Oh, because we have various bonuses, of course. We can crystallize that. I think we do this. Maybe we should try to get that out. Displaying that's actually okay. Just do that. Could play that, but I don't think we need to. Kind of was hoping we wouldn't have to deal with that this turn. Kind of awkward on the mana here. But we do have this. Corrupting ourselves twice is suboptimal, but it's probably fine. What are we drawing? Okay, neither of those is super what we're looking for, but I think we just get mana. And we can cleanse off at least some of the curse. Alright, 12 Arcane is not enough, especially not through tin plated. Bonus healing. Alright, we can do good work. This will get us to 0, which will draw us into Pocket Shield. All right. And there's the Arcane Link. That becomes a lot worse next area once it goes up to 4. Because 2 is an amount that we can get rid of with a single whatchamacallit, but... Okay, let's do this, which will pop off some powerful. And that actually worked out really well because the second detonation was from the Arcane Link, which means that it actually did get us the double Dispel. I'm trying to think here. I think we do this. Supercharge, and we'll see if we get... Kind of was hoping to get shocked, but... Do that, which doesn't actually save us some mana, but it means that we can do this. Would love to get that out. That's fine. I do like getting rid of the... whatever. Alright. I don't love corrupting the Enfeebled, but I think we're probably going to end up doing that just because I don't know that we have better options. I do like corrupting all of that. And that's going to do a decent amount of work. Probably could have sequenced that better, but it's fine. Pop. Go ahead and cleanse off the weak and crystallize. Wouldn't hurt to have another scaling damage source. We do get a couple good cards off the Spirit Wraith at the end of the area. Although I'm not totally certain we are super well positioned to handle Spirit Wraith. I think this is an okay time to do that. Okay, do that to get shock out. Although, I guess we're immediately using the shock, which is probably not perfect. But that will get us even more shock, which we can keep expecting to get more damage. I think part of that's the enfeebled that's causing problems. Draw card. Part of it's obviously the fortress, but fortress was completely counteracted by the vulnerable. All right, I'm kind of slowing that. Getting 13 shield out of these is still just ridiculous. All right, we have taunt, which is value. Pitch those, because getting this is important. The question is that lethal? No, but this will be. Okay, so I'm pretty sure, yeah. No, that's absolutely not going to work. That's not going to work. This is okay. We don't have Purity, but we do have Sturdy. We don't often have Plated, so this would just be 5x4 for one, which is actually okay. Dread Blast is, I think, much stronger for us. Go back and look. Oh, I haven't actually pulled up to that yet. Here, I think we don't have a reroll. We may skip this removal so that we can get Arcane Surge, because that would be very, very good for us. Much, much stronger than Increasing Affliction would be. I don't think that tends to do good. I do like Frozen Rift a lot, but yeah, we're going to skip that. Status decrease every turn +2 is great. That is something I've really been hoping to see. I think that puts us in a very good spot. Continue. Loot the backpack. Thinking. Do we need... Well, so... This may be okay. So normally the max hand size -2 would be a problem, but we've currently got a max hand size of 14, which basically completely negates that. We're up for this again because it's a new session, which means that I can get... Because I closed the game between last video and this video, which means that I can be off with the same cards again. Or the same items again. Ditto with this. Yeah, I think we take Sanguine Grimoire. I think the Blade's more useful than the Poison. And they both do the job of that one thing that I was using them for. So this fight can be tricky in idle fights because its special condition is hitting 8 powerful, which is made easier in 2 ways. First, because Idol of Endurance will occasionally hand out powerful. And second, because... And like, Idol of Endurance is a relatively tame one because it can hit 8 powerful almost instantly with the help of Hunger or Hunt. And then also, of course, it's going to apply 40% more powerful to itself, which is pretty useful to it. I think I do want to turn this into a crystallized... I guess I could transform a charge up instead. That sounds okay. Oh, then it's temporary, which right was my... I guess it would have still been removed because they both... I was thinking how things work with a different thing. So it's going to give me value. This is super duper overkill, but... Let's see. Don't really have anything I want to transform. I do like holding that until we can find that one thing. I can void stone is an okay thing to transform. I'd rather transform the Sinister or whatever, but... So that actually makes this... Amplifying that bleed is actually very strong. Yeah, I think that's very good. We don't quite get that freeze here, but that's okay. Get a decent amount of bleed. I think we save this for an emergency. Don't need that really. We'll play. We'll draw back around to 2. Whatchamacallit? Night Stalker Strike. Sooner or later. So that obviously has to go before we reshuffle. Do I want to get this into the deck? I don't think I care enough. I do want to get that out. I was really hoping I would draw into something to get rid of that. Ring, 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 ring. Okay, absolutely no luck. At that point, though, I think it is worth doing this. And I don't hate getting this freeze out. We want the shield because it's just a whole bunch of bonus damage. It does give us a lot more curse, but I think that's worth it. And we could play this, and it gets another bleed proc, but that's, I don't think, worth it. So it's worth noting, I wasn't totally sure how that was going to work. The bleed, if it doesn't have bleed from whatever, it gets the bleed from the Sanguine Grimoire after it gets corrupted. I wasn't totally certain how that was going to work. I think we just sit. Alright. We had enough freeze to double freeze it, which I didn't realize. I'm very good at this game. Oh man, that is unfortunate. That tin plated is enough to... See, is that enough? Yes. Now we can do damage, which means we can heal. Gonna save this for whatchamacallit? Don't really want to run into any of those right now. They're all things I kind of want to be able to play. Yeah, because like there's powerful. That's not enough to freeze. I think it's still worth getting it closer to freezing. Okay. Rude. Alright. Good time to see that. I want to do this, but I don't want to do it into whatever. More or less works out. I think I want to do this now because I think I do want to get some of the powerful gone, so that hopefully it doesn't trip powerful again, or it doesn't gain powerful again right now. Or it doesn't get enough powerful to get to 8, rather, because I wanted it to not. Because we can prevent it from slipping into super mode. That's obviously a good thing for us. For some reason, I thought my mana worked out here, and it doesn't quite. That's pretty good. I think we actually want to just get shocked out. have a little more actual damage output than we did previously, but that's only worth 1 damage. It's not worth spending 2 mana on getting 1 damage. Oh, I should have played the Charred Focus, though, for the 1 extra mana. Charred Focus should probably become a Reforged thing. I'm debating if I want to corrupt myself this turn or not. I think I do want this this Arcane Weakness out. So we can spend 1 shock there, that's fine. And then that'll get us additional bleed, which is nice. Doing a good job of keeping the... We got rid of the... whatchamacallit, which is nice. I think we can transform one of these. Does use up one of our shock, but I think that's okay. This also could transform. Because we are at enough growth. Yeah, still trying to get enough powerful up and failing, which is good for us. The extra status decay means that we are able to pretty easily stay at a low status count. Alright, that's good for us. That's also good for us. Okay, I think we do this, which is going to shock again. Honestly, that can become that. Okay. Good shield. This fight's going... I was a little worried about this fight if we weren't able to keep it under control, but turns out we could keep it under control, which is what matters. This may be worth it just for the... we won't get the Arcane Weakness out, but we will get... to now... Oh, we don't have enough to freeze. In that case. We sit. Alright. We can do this to get rid of the fortress. Maybe we want to use the shock on these. And that should be lethal. Just barely. Alright, yeah, I think we want the extra powerful. Starting invasion rank +2, don't care. I don't think we need any of this. I think that the purity stripping is the most important thing. And we're definitely going to upgrade that. Additional powerful is pretty great. This is also a pretty good upgrade, but I don't know still if there's anything I super want to cut. We may not need the overflowing barrier. I want to say that Maw is our fight here, which means the overflowing barrier is probably not necessary. Do we have enough other shield generation? We might be fine without it at this point, since we do have like +4 shield gained. Yeah, I think we can get away without it. I may end up regretting that. We will see. All right, we are fighting Maw, but we do actually have protectors on the map, which last couple times I've had to fight Maw, there have not been protectors on the map. Trying to figure out the best way to route. This fight is usually easier, or is usually better, because like Corrupted Font's amazing, but I may not want that going into Maw anyway. I would take a Void Quake, I guess, at this point. So going through the cruelty version of this fight is probably harder, but it gives us the extra reward, and then we can take this fight as well for the extra thing. But here we get 2 events, which I think we want to do. I guess the question becomes, do we want 2 Do we care more about getting the second clear focus, or do we care more about just getting to dodge an extra couple fights? I guess only lets us dodge one more fight, so I think let's just start here. Trying to think how we get the mana lined up correctly here. I think the answer is we don't. Yeah, we don't. Okay, I don't think I want to... Well, Bit of an awkward position with this, because I don't have anything I super want to transform. Our card, or this, the Haunted Philosophy definitely gets worse and worse for us. That's going to be detonation regardless of what we pointed at. Yeah, I think this is our best bet. Because that gives us a charge up to transform with the Crystallize. And it turns on the focus. We can actually calculate Deception and then... Yeah, this works out pretty well. Although, that may have been a mistake. Because we don't have that much AoE, which means that setting you up is kind of potentially a problem. This isn't an idle fight though, so kind of a limit to how poorly things can go. So there's not much mana left in the draw pile. Playing this out, but we don't have to play that out because it has retained. And that's obviously very good. Would love to have gotten that out, but I think we are fine. That's going to be very lethal. Trying if there's any way to avoid burning. I think we just have to do that. As much of a waste as it is. Alright, so that's totally fine. I maybe could have done this first to get... I was thinking I wanted more mana, but that may have been wrong. Do I draw or do I just Sanctuary? I think we probably need to Sanctuary here. Okay, we're gonna do that. Just kidding. Shouldn't bother playing out those shrivels. Just kind of thinking like I have them, so I should play them, but... Alright, so this is the one that is... So this will kill... This should kill the back enemy. Just want to get some shields up first. Or it should kill the front enemy rather. This will freeze. Or we can freeze with that and then get detonations off. Which seems pretty good. We do have a pretty fat deck. I think that can transform at this point. Getting some damage out is nice. This thing I was doing pretty good at yesterday that I am not necessarily on top of today, which is just recognizing when it's time to transfer into just getting the damage out. Should have gotten the freeze off here first, because then I could have gotten extra damage. Rip. So close, and yet so far. But this is staying frozen, so we just need basically any damage. That'll do. I don't think we need either one of these. I think I just would rather just take the mana. That mana can be difficult for us to get value out of, but... Okay. That's probably better for us than this. It's also probably better for us than that, though. I just like having more card draw access. So this fight, I would probably want to reroll for Clear Focus because we're going into Maw, but Direct the Rain is also just an incredible card. We're going into Cruelty Maw, we need whatever. Okay, so we do have to deal with you being a jerk. And if we blow one of these here. Okay, I think, do we Sanctuary twice? That feels very excessive. I'm gonna just do that. And the question is, do we want to bother tripping? I think that's okay. I can do that, but I don't need to. I may as well. Oh, I should have. No. I think we weren't going to explode, but I wasn't counting on that vulnerable. Vulnerable is very rude. Okay, let's, I guess, detonate you. We do want to get health damage out. Actually, the best way for us to do that. Yeah, we don't get through Arcane Weakness on that one, but okay. So I think yeah, that's okay. You just stop you from getting all your buffs set up. All right. Powerful's kind of nice. Okay. I like getting weak and vulnerable on you, because now this should... Oh, it doesn't quite freeze you. Well, that's pretty good. Just get this shield set up for later. Oh, again, I am just continually forgetting that. Alright. Cleanse is kind of annoying, but... Thinking. This gets us an energy. And that seems pretty good. Finally get to get rid of a plated on the back one. We do want this one to die before it can set up more opportunists. And we do transform one of these, because I do think getting damage out is worth it. I'm gonna get a break, which I wasn't even thinking about. Honestly, this is an okay turn to do that. Maybe I should have done that on one of the others, but... Cleanse one everyone, and then Arcane Leak for everyone. Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna shuffle. I don't want to play too many additional cards, but I do want to do this, because that's going to get us this kill, and also get us some powerful for next turn. And we're just going to end turn. And because we have this permanent frost rune, any hit on that one is going to freeze it. Although, I guess 2 hits is okay. Can't do more than 2 hits though. Also, we can do this, which will just shock, which is pretty fun. More shock. Alright. Get rid of that arcane barrier so we can attack in safely. No arcane barrier for you next turn either. Extra bleed for you. And death. Yep, I think we are going to spend a reroll here and pick up clear focus. Man, this is really trying Tiffany to take other things though, because this is also excellent. But I think we take clear focus, and I'm going to check what this message is. All right, back to this. I can crystallize that pretty safely. Alright, so this should give us enough shield that this will be a freeze. Go ahead and pop you for value. And I think we're just gonna pass turn. All right. I like popping off the death spores there. I just like doing that. Okay. So I'll play several things. I think our best bet is to pick both of those. Get a freeze on... I think we're going to assume that we can find a way to kill you. Although that may be wishful thinking. Nope, not wishful thinking. Just reality. And there's that kill. And no death spores were in evidence when it died. Alright, purity. This deals with the purity. Or we can just do things the hard way, I guess. There we go. Gets us, I think, 4 mana. Or 3 mana, which gets us 4 mana, I should have said. You're going to kill us if we play it. I think we play it, and then we draw cards. It's kind of an awkward set of cards. I was really hoping to find a way to break this purity here. That'll do. So that now we can freeze. Because that means that I don't lose this, and I don't have to deal with opportunist next turn. Of course, you're trying to set it up again, but would like to upgrade the Frozen Rift. So you now need 40 to freeze, so we probably can't get to that. That's not enough. It will freeze the front one though, which... Just pitch those. Okay, we can actually play this, which will give us enough freeze. We are taking some damage, but I think that's okay. Because I think just not letting the opportunist get set up is nice, and like we only take a relatively small amount of damage there that's actually relevant. Pitching that, obviously, pitching that, and then I think just that. Pop. Should have done this first. See if that'll get us. Kind of hoping that was actually going to get us shocked out, but that's okay. Although I guess we still get the extra bonus damage out of that too. So as long as it wasn't arcane, we were pretty happy. Arcane is still bonus damage because it's just arcane detonation. So I guess everything was good. No bad options. That's not bad as a way to just clean through purity that gets set up. That's worse than this because it just doesn't fill our job. Fill the job that we need it for. Event. Do we need the cryo flask? I would like a turn to gunk. Okay. We don't need the turn to gunk, but I would have taken it if it was offered. Honestly, that's pretty okay. I think we're not going to bother blowing any of our other stuff this turn, though. Just get that all set up. It's in a pretty good place for turn 2. I think we may want to save that for the moment. I do want to do that, though. Happily crystallize that, I think, though. Okay, we're not getting actually detonated here. Actually, very happy to put 4 powerful on that, because that obviously... Okay, so this is now... Yeah, worth only 4 mana, but still not bad. We won't get necessarily more mana out of it by doing that. Let's draw cards. Ooh. I think we do want the powerful first, because of how that works with this. Let's put the weak and vulnerable there, so that then we can just corrupt it. I do that, although it feels a little silly. A lack of AoE continues to be a minor problem. This freezes out everything. I can do that to get the bleed out. Reforge the Void Stone. Can't play that. Actually, okay with transforming that. Alright, found mana. And this will be arcane detonations on most things. Freeze on you. And this seems like an okay place to end the turn, unless we just want to freeze again. Yeah, sure, we can freeze again, because I think this will be a double summon turn. I'm going to be very sad if this is a... Actually, am I that sad? No, I would be that sad if that was a remove status turn. I guess I'm actually okay with spinning this on just getting double kills. It's a little underwhelming, but... And then... debating doing this just to get the shocked out. Yeah, I think that actually does make sense. And that'll do quite a lot of arcane. No, our shield. Good turn to freeze. And we want to freeze first so that we get, not only does that give us extra damage on the detonation, that also gives us adept. And mighty, which means even more nonsense. No real point in doing that. Alright. Plated's a little annoying. Although honestly, we're still mostly fine with the plated. Could we have like the vulnerable to counteract the fortress, to help counteract the fortress? We actually have completely counteracted the fortress with various things. And then... do we get rid of the focus at this point? It might be worth it. Guess we may as well do this though. And then just crystallize a shrivel. Still 29 status, even through plated 9. We're just doing completely reasonable things, you know. I'm actually starting to stack an okay amount of curse. I mean, it's not really relevant, but, you know, it's some damage. It's more powerful for us. Should have done supercharge first. We can reforge the sanctuary at this point. Just not going to be relevant. And I'm not sure really anything is going to be relevant at this point. I could have just started with that, but clean fights all the way through. Chaotic Barrier, easily. Chaotic Barrier is very good. That's usually pretty good, but I like what we've got. That is kind of a trap a lot of the time. We are pathing into a bog golem here, so that makes it a trap. This is such a bad item. Frozen Rift Plus is very good. Upping that to 12 base frost is just, it's a huge difference. I'm going to save the reroll. Or save that to get the reroll. Because yeah, we're going to go through here. Okay, so trying to see if sequencing matters. I don't think it does. Actually, it does a little, because if I can get a freeze on you, then we can get arcane detonation. Although at this point, I do want to do that. Because we wanted to be able to make sure we could get that out of hidden if possible. And do I need the extra shield? Not really, it only gets us 9 extra shield. And this isn't an idle event, so. Right. Rude that this one is setting up. Trying to anyway, it's gonna fail. I think we save that for the moment. debuffs that we have to worry about. I'd love to tag this one, but can't afford to because I don't want to risk whatever happening. Let's see what we get. All right, shock is nice. This will take us to 0. And we have to hit this one because like the other two could evade. Also, you know, I have a grudge against opportunistic jerks. Oh, right. Here, though, we will blow up. Well, you're going to lose the hidden anyway, is the thing. And we can easily take that damage. This gets rid of the powerful and the non-temporary evasion. You're a jerk. Let's do that first. Take away the pack tactics. All right. Get not enough damage there. But it's probably still what we want to do. Oh yeah, because then we can just play out enough cards to kill it. Stop you from getting back into hidden. Fortunately, most of those debuffs were off. But let's see what we get there. All right, detonations is nice. And we're just gonna transform this. Bite. Not quite lethal here. But should be lethal next turn. Yeah, we definitely have lethal next turn, so we can supercharge. Or we can become more powerful. I don't hate having another frost source. I don't love it, but I would rather have like voltaic surge, but that's fine. Yeah, unfortunately do have a bunch of fights. Happy to see this. Although not super happy that this hand is as awkward as it is, but at least thanks to the evasion buff from the Treasure Slam event, I avoid taking any actual... I actually get to start my turn with my max recoverable. Okay, so I don't really want a Baneful Ray this turn. I do want Arcane Nova. Probably should have tried a little harder to get Visions of Frost out first. That's very good. Now I'm more inclined to Painful Ray. Can do that. Yeah, I can do this into Painful Ray, which seems good. Yeah, pitch that because we want to cleanse. Get that out, and then we will Baneful Ray. Just tag that, I think. Can't play that. We can play this. Look at me actually remembering to wait for whatever to come in. Okay. So that will give us a freeze. Let's shut down you. Let me think. If I do this, I can get to exactly 4, which is relevant because it means that I can do that and then get that up, which means Let's just get the shield out. You take 6. And we should be able to get this kill pretty quick. What else is in my draw pile even? Okay, Chaotic Barrier. That's pretty good. Let's see. Okay, cool. That'll work. It's not really what we're hoping to see, but... we can pay that. Play that. We really don't need to play whatever. Let's just get this freeze out. Alright, got Night Stalker Strike is in. Is a thing I could draw. Let's do that. Nice. Okay. I can do that. Nice. That all works out very well. End up technically down a little bit of health, but it just means Night Stalker Strike has something to do. Elemental Refraction is great. Ooh, this is a tough choice. Do we think we can deal with the Purity well enough? I think so. And I think that +3 stats applied with, especially like the Elemental Refraction, is just too good not to have. Okay. Let's see what we get out of that. Freeze. Freeze is good. Freeze is good. Powerful is better. Kind of need this shield, unfortunately. But we can afford to do this. Pitch. Oh, we can keep that. I guess we're not doing that this turn, so we're just going to do this. And then I think we keep... Actually, let's just go ahead and pop there, I guess. It's a double idol fight, which could be a problem, but probably not. Probably most annoying. Cleanse off a lot of our debuffs. And we do get rid of, we go ahead and do that. Yeah, maybe look at that health. I don't think it's gonna matter, but just in case. Should have saved the transform. I don't know what I was thinking. I just was thinking like, oh, I have a card I can play out. Problem with having a memory like a goldfish. So, question is, do I play one of these right now? So that has to go at you. Or we have to, this has to go at you. We do that first. Let's see if we can get a shock out. No luck, but that's fine. Okay, now we're going to do that, which will do quite a lot of damage. And we end the turn. Do we need to freeze these? We're taking 54 damage. Probably safest to use a freeze. We're not outright taking damage right now, so I think we let it sit. That could be a mistake. I think both of our sanctuaries are over here. Yeah. And our clear focus. And do we have a sanctity even? We do have a sanctity. Alright. That has to happen. I think that has to happen. Problem is we can't get a freeze out on anything with this, which makes it quite a bit weaker. Okay, I think we need to freeze something. I think we're going to end up actually taking damage here. I should have frozen last turn, probably. Because now I can't afford to play any cards, which is really unfortunate. But first fight in quite a while. And I was really afraid that we were going to get exactly that card this turn. Okay. We have weak out right now. This gets us a decent enough shield. This heals us though. It has a minor cost, but I think it's easily worth it. Don't know if I should have played out all of those, but I think we do that. Just maybe not correct. I really want to be able to play this out. Guess we're stuck. Hoping. That'll help. Now we can Sanctuary and Pocket Shield, which helps quite a bit. Alright. Okay, turn for that to happen. That's nowhere near as much as it says it's going to be. Alright, so we will transform that. Alright. And we can freeze there, but we don't have to. Guess the question is, can we play this out here? It's only gonna do 3, it thinks. If we do that, yeah. It puts more crystallize on us, puts more poison on us, but it does. I don't think that's worth it. I think we need to save stuff. I think we're gonna need to freeze next turn. Alright, that's also gonna put out shock if you're still in supercharge, which is something I should have considered more. Okay. It is a small blessing that that purity is now divided. Although I guess it would have been divided anyway. I think we want to get the extra status on this. I think we blow up that. Oh, whoops, that was a big mistake. It was a huge mistake. Do get that freeze out. Oh, right, that one. I am just not awake, I guess. And that is not great. I can't afford to be this asleep. That's how you take lots of damage. But I did kill that at least. So we're not going to die, but this is not pretty, and it is entirely my fault that turn. I just decided to pay no attention to what was going on. Okay. This helps. We can get rid of that. And we just start with that and see where it leaves us. It takes away the powerful on this one at least. Not totally certain how this one is still doing this much damage. I guess that's just a really big hit. Are we dead? We're pretty close. We have a Phoenix Feather, which I think saves us, but it's way closer than I would like. Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix Feather saves us. Wow. Yeah, I just completely messed up and I'm getting totally bodied for it. Activating the Haunted Flask was a mistake. I think Haunted Flask was the single biggest mistake that I made this fight. Can't freeze that. I think I have to do that. Oof. This is rough. I obviously want to play that out, but I can't. I can only play one more card. Anyway. So we take 33 from that. Do we die? I think we just die. That doesn't seem great. Is there any way to not die? I don't know that there is. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to restart this fight. Yeah, I just need to not just completely fall asleep on a turn, and we're good. You're gonna try to avoid restarting, but okay. I was thinking I need to just focus the back ones more. Yeah, they just do way more base damage than I'm expecting. Okay. So, I think I let that happen. Oh no, I'm not going to because I'm gonna Frozen Rift this turn. I do still kind of want to draw cards here though because I want to be able to Sanctuary. Because I have way too many debuffs to not. And I just needed to also to save this for the runestones. Because that helps a ton. We do need to get weak out, ideally. This is an okay turn to Baneful Ray. If we do that, I should do it now. Basically comes down to whether or not I'm playing that this turn. Okay, that is the freeze that I was hoping it would be. And then I think we just end turn. Yeah, we can kill one of these two. Obviously, like, it's a lot easier. It's the fact that they both attack every turn and both just kind of had monster turns. Once again, though, we have all this Arcane Leak and no way to manage it. Flying Weak helps some of our problems. Reforging a Sinister Runestone helps. That's now no longer a problem. And then I think it is worth doing that because it gets us a... Well, Doing that does... Like... It gets rid of a powerful... No, it gets rid of 2 of the pack tactics, but not all of it. Oh, but it actually goes to 28. Okay, that is actually good enough because that will not quite kill, but it is very good. The question is, can we afford to eat a detonation here? I think the answer is we can't afford not to draw cards here. Although I was really hoping to see Sanctity. I may have miscalculated. Trying to think, can we afford, do we need to use this right now? I think the answer might be yes. Unfortunately. Yeah, because we're taking... I definitely underestimated how difficult this fight was going to be. I may need this mana. I really want that access to that freeze, though. I really want access to that shield. I think we do this and just hope that we draw into any mana. Now we can get rid of that. See if we get... I was really hoping either of those was arcane or whatever. We were in good shape. But yeah, because if we got an arcane or I guess Frost wouldn't have helped there, but I mean it might have. Okay, there's the plated turn. That will kill you. It doesn't actually do that much for us, but so I think I'm gonna just do that. You have so much shield. But that one continues to be the threat, I think. Purity's annoying. Alright, so the curse will probably get blocked, but we get the other two. I'm debating if this is worth doing. I think this is. Unfortunately, I am now regretting my decision there. We do at least get rid of whatever. This one actually frees the back one, so we don't waste it. And then I think we do want to do that while we have. Okay. I can freeze and then also do damage, which seems okay. Do not love losing 40 shield there. So we have our healing reduced for one of these hits, but only one hit. I'm going to do that. Which gets rid of whatever. We can get some mana there. That needs to go away. That needs to go away. Okay, good. There's mana there. We are guaranteed to be able to play out this Arcane Surge. And then we really need to be a detonation. If we do it here, though, we get to take away some powerful as well. What a fight, huh? Alright, another good turn to draw Sanctuary. Arguable whether I should have played out two cards there. Alright, more powerful, more crystallize. We do now get 50% more stuff just from that. We're already getting a pretty substantial amount from various other buffs. Just keep working on killing you. Okay, so close to this kill. That does kill, which I think justifies it. Yep. Ah. There we go. And that makes several of the debuffs go away. And that'll be the lethal. Wow, yeah. I had to actually spend a restart on this fight of all fights. Do we need a second elemental refraction? Good. Maybe. We may just need the precarious drop for the mana. Health restored after combat +2 when we are literally it's +2 health. That was heal 2. Our item reward there was heal 2 health. Thanks, love it. I would like to have another clear focus because just having cleanse as often as possible seems very useful. Like our mana, I guess is fine. We just have to actually not draw it on the same turn that we draw. Or just not draw all of it on the same turn. The annoyance here is that we're going to waste Frost on you. I think that's okay. Waste an easy freeze. I should have actually done this first, because I don't actually want to bother freezing out that, because it doesn't do anything to us. Because this isn't a cruelty fight. Could have gotten Arcane Detonation out. Boop. Let's go ahead and do this. Which will let us take out the rest of those buffs. Okay. So that's forced there. I think it's fine. I should have sequenced that differently. It's a little awkward. But I think that's what our best plan was. We do now get to get rid of, that means no Arcane Barrier this turn. Makes life a little easier. Okay. That turns this on. And we just shut you down. All right. Just get energy. Play that, obviously. That'll kill you. Get the shield. I didn't even think about the fact that we just taunted. I guess that is a good reason to use the elemental refractions. could use that. I could just freeze out drawing more trash cards. That seems okay. I guess I could have calculated deception to the trash cards, but... Pop. I think we just killed the boss. Bite. That is what we would call overkill. And so is that. And we don't bother playing out the shrivels. May as well end at full health. Alright, that's gonna shut you down. I don't think we need the overcharge to get shocked out. Calculated Deception is okay into Maw, but I think Clear Focus is more valuable. As far as removals go, Iceburn is a maybe. Depends on whether or not we think we can scale it up enough. Hobble is also kind of a maybe. I don't know how much the weak matters. I think it's maybe just Hobble that goes. Could cut another mana card. But I don't know that I want to do that. I think Hobble goes, weirdly enough. Okay. That's very good. I would have taken Curse Source, or paid more attention to Curse Source, except we already have other card draw trinkets, although obviously this one's not great for us right now. Depends a lot on when we draw it. I just don't know that I have other things I really want to cut. What was it that I picked up in the penultimate fight? I want to say I picked up another card that I was like so on. Predator's Focus is kind of questionable, but it's probably fine. I don't know. I think I'm happy. I'm just gonna roll. I'm too lazy. Feel really bad about having to restart, but it is what it is. There's Curse and Weak. Okay, so I actually think we may want to do this. Yeah, because I was hoping to find one of these so that I could transform it. We can freeze with this. And as much as I would like to get this out, that is way more important. And that does okay work. So we got one runestone down. That is kind of more purity than I was thinking for some reason. But we can get through it. I think we do that so that we can get one of the powerful gone. Do I try and cleanse off stuff, or do I just go for, I think just go for the detonation and the shield. There's no cleanse in play here. I don't think Maw picked up a cleanse this patch, which means that we can get through, we can stack crystallize. Is there mana left in the draw pile? There's a lot of mana left in the draw pile. Reforge one of those. Okay, good. I was a little worried. Actually, that's perfect. We can make that go away. I was worried we were going to draw into the mental growth, which I really want to have next turn. So I do want to be able to get that into play. Trying to think. Is the oh no, we have the. I was thinking that these were going to draw us into Baneful Ray, but they could draw us into Deceiving Blast, which is way less helpful. We could get a freeze out this turn, which may be what we end up doing. Okay, time to do this. Whoop. Corrupting myself a bunch doesn't necessarily make a ton of sense here, but think of the value. Let's start by drawing. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do it. Getting rid of that feels pretty good. This keeps showing up at the wrong times. Kind of want to do this just to get out the Sanctuary. That might be worth it. Okay, I was hoping that it wasn't going to get rid of that, but apparently that is how that shakes out. Well, I mean, I would have done that if I known that that was how that was going to work out. Okay, so we are our very arcane leaf this turn. As I've played it. Whoop. Maybe we want to do that because that heals back all the shrivel damage we've taken, or most of it. You absolutely want to do that because that will help get us that much closer to the kill. Though we are now in position to get Arcane detonated inevitably by... Okay, it didn't happen. I guess I'm okay with doing that. I would really like more cleanse. Yeah, there's just never enough cleanse in the world. Yeah, there's all the arcane coming out, which is not great. Yeah, because we didn't find any cleanse last turn. This is absolutely certain that we're going to do this. have to do that. I really need to get through that Fury, but it looks like that may not happen this turn. We just have to eat a whole lot of damage. Which is unfortunate. Really? Twice in a row? We have this taunt out, which means that this is probably not needed. Probably. Plus there's a chance that that would have just frozen. Oh no, that was an AoE, of course. Really wish there was a way to tell that AoE debuffs are coming out. Oof. There goes all of our shield that we had stockpiled. This is a good freeze run though. Yeah, this is going way worse than I was expecting. I absolutely regret not taking more sanctuaries. I think we just keep frozen for 2 turns in a row. Also kind of regretting these guys because I really would like to have the shield turrets, although... Yeah. Okay, there's a sanctuary at least. Alright. Things are largely under control for now. I think we want to save this for the Sinister Runestone. Yeah, I think we... torn between playing this now, and because we don't get the arcane weakness, but we do get a detonation, and we do get to do... And we only are increasing 2 things. So. Okay. Okay, I'm awkward. I don't really want to use the shock on that, but... I think doing that makes some sense just because getting out some of these cards I think has to happen. Okay, cool. We got lucky there. I mean, it was a 1 in 3 shot, and we missed the 1 in 3 shot earlier, so it's not like it was ludicrous luck, but still. I think it's still worth doing that just to get out a couple of those. Okay, that needs to get transformed. That needs to happen. I don't think... I really wish we'd gotten that next turn. Okay. I think we just still need that. Especially going into this. Trying to get those reason to do things in different order. Okay. We'll do that. Oddly enough, this is a turn where we don't actually have anything to crystallize. We do now have all of our summons murdered. But yeah, we stabilized. It's just a matter of now finishing chugging through. We could do this. Hey, I forgot we have that. That doesn't actually freeze us. Just gets kind of close. We can reforge the Shadow Slash. And we can get a freeze out here. Oof. And we can rid the focus at this point. Alright. This is the AoE again. The Arcane is not going to blow us up for once. We're going to keep those because we can just get a kill with any one of them. I guess that's a reason not to keep all of them, but because I'm petty, I would like to end at full health, but it looks like that's not going to be possible. But go ahead and finish off with a Cult Ritual. Get this screenshot. Yeah, it doesn't save restarts properly for PC, or just me, one of the two. Kind of awkward that gets broken up across two lines. Night Stalker. X1 Night Stalker. Anyway, that's going to be it for this run. I will see you next time. Toodles.